Hello friends, welcome to part 6 of Naga Wanderer. I'm Ultraviolent 4. You're joining me at the end of the Orcish Mines, where we have a fair bit of stuff to consider for what we want to spend our gold on. And then after we do that, we've got a few more floors of the dungeon left, and then we'll be thinking about our first rune, which is almost certainly going to be Spider over Shoals. Alright, now just as a warning, I've only had 4 hours sleep, so if I say or do anything insane, it is not my fault. Alright, I think, so at the bottom here you see a few different books. It's a very overpriced bookstore. Paying 1,050 gold is a lot of money for a book. But I think that's what I want to do. And of these books, I'm most excited about the Book of Burglary. As you probably realize by now, one of the major downsides of a Naga is that you're very slow. But Password and Passage of Equilibria both offer you a fair bit of mobility that's not reliant on move speed. So I would like to have those, especially Password. That's a really nice way to escape from enemies that can't be walked away from. And when you consider that we only have 2 scrolls of teleportation, which is utterly insane how few we found so far this game. Any extra mobility I'm pumped about. As for the rest of our gold, so we can sort of only afford one other thing in addition to that. It's got to be the artifact cloak, if only for the roulette aspect of it, because who knows what we're going to get, right? Could be amazing. There's an uncursed ring of protection from cold, which could be pretty good, but hey, maybe the cloak has RC anyway. So I'm going to buy that one first, because maybe this is going to completely change everything. It's going to be that amazing. We only have 2 identified. I'm just going to put it on. I ain't afraid. +1. It's got RC minus. Damn it. Damn you, devs. Okay, I don't think that works. I don't want to walk around being susceptible to cold. And I mean, as nice as +7 int is, I can't do it. Maybe later on, if we get a bunch of other stuff that has cold resistance on it, maybe. But no, we're not doing that. We're going to pick up the other books. Yeah. And I mean, as we get more gold, maybe we can come back and buy some of this other stuff. So I mentioned the ring already, and then there are some other good evocables here. Bunch of paralysis, some acid. A file of floods is always pretty handy too. Yeah. And there's other books, even if they're expensive. Book of Beasts has Summon Mana Viper in it, and Fen Folio. This one isn't so exciting, but it has Summon Forest. And we're going to be training some translocations here for Passage of Equilibria anyway. So the first thing I'm going to do is immediately put Password into our spell list. We can learn both of them. Okay, Password, cool, and Passage, cool. We're going to train for Password first. So we were training 100% in one skill, but as you know, that's not really my way. So we're going to focus shields. We're going to also train some earth. That's not earth, that's earth. And some transmutations. You don't need a lot for Password. Maybe we'll do 4 of each of those. 0 aptitude for each. So to train a 0 aptitude skill to 4, it really doesn't take too much investment. And we can assess from there whether or not we need more. And then once we've done that, we can think about passage. Was there anything else? Yes, I think we should pick up one of those rings of ice. So that we're not walking around without any means of RC. Alright, cool. Let's finish the rest of the dungeon. And I bet we're going to find a large shield now. Not that I would complain, but just watch. We're going to have our vault's entrance, we're going to get a large shield, and then I'm going to feel bad about not training 100% shields. man, just eating orcs for breakfast now that we can hug them to death. Yeah, we're really strong at the moment, I feel. A shimmering rapier, that one I feel less confident about wielding. So I'm going to identify this. It's a +1 rapier of chaos. Okay, we can't use that. Ellie won't let us use that because it can drain, vamp, do other evil things. And I like how we immediately replace our identify scroll. Thank you, dungeon. We have enough gold for paralysis, that's fine. Hey look, another identify teleport scroll, that's amazing. Two-headed ogres, we can fight those guys now. They used to be really scary, but not anymore. Or at least nowhere near to the point that they used to be. Rather than fight him through the open, I'm going to yell to bring that Cyclops to us, and I'm going to step around the corner. So we're not taking large rocks to the face. Some fog. The Fan of Gales. It's pretty useless without any evocation skill. So I'm not going to bother. Oh, we're still picking up bolts. I haven't ditched the hand crossbow. We still have it. Yeah, we only have poison needles in our game. None of the fancy needles. That's the Yaktor. Oh, it's D13. Wait, no, this doesn't have to be our vault entrance. That could be on D14. I was going to say, when you're seeing... we're going to die to this. Oh, my spectral weapon is helping. Although not really. It's highly evasive, so... if it shoots at us, it's likely to miss the weapon. My first thought was, oh, awesome, because the spectral weapon is adjacent to the Yaktor, it will switch to melee, but it kept trying to shoot us. I don't want to die. These guys can do 20 each, so 2 of them, that could be 40 damage. Let's do a greater healing. Yeah. We see the... Wait, am I wearing the cloak? Yeah, I am. I put it back on. Yeah, you see major difficulty of the Naga when you meet ranged enemies in the open. Troll or the armor? I don't think I really care. Even if it ups our HP regen a bit, I think I'd rather just have RF at all times. It's another protection ring. It's +2. I'd rather have the MR than an extra 2 AC. Yeah, we have 17. That's fine. I think that's probably... I see a metal tile there. That's probably our vault entrance vault. We should try to stick away from that. It's likely to have dangerous enemies, so we want to do it at the end of the floor if we can. So much for stealth. These guys are just gonna wake everyone up. Oh well, too late. How is our pass wall looking? It's at 30% chance to fail, and that's with only 2 of those skills. So I think 4 will probably be okay. Scrolls we don't know. /- will show me, whoops, the things we've never seen. And there aren't many of those. I'd really prefer not to waste silence or summoning. So we're gonna ID this. If we're lucky, it will be acquirement. It's summoning. Yeah, that's fine. Can't complain. Let's drop the short sword of venom, maybe. Yeah, that'll do. I'm not really stabbing anything anyway. I said we should stay away from that vault's entrance vault, so I will actually be a Naga of my word. Let's not get lazy. Okay, I lied again. Shouldn't believe me. There you go. We did stab that one. And that one. I say let's... Ooh. Let's get rid of our short blade because we're not stabbing anything, and then the next few enemies I fight, we stab all of them. Alright, so the thing I went ooh about was cause fear. How many... We've only got a single scroll of fear, and again, because we can't run from things, having panic buttons is really useful. And we have trained 6 hexes, so we wouldn't have great power with it, but we could always quaff brilliance to use it. So I think we're just going to put that in our arsenal. Let's learn cause fear. Goes to F. It's really useful in the spider's nest especially because a lot of the monsters have low magic resistance, which is what cause fear checks. Preemptively pulled my spectral out. I'm going to do it again. Okay. There's a very tame vault entrance vault. We didn't get the large shield, just for the record. Trying to eat here. A jewelry shop. I very much like this one. An RLX MR plus int plus 6 ring. That's amazing. I see here for another 600 gold, a wizardry RC plus int plus 4 dex minus 3 ring. That's really nice to get RC. Although that would be at the cost of losing 5 protection, so maybe not. We don't really have a useful amulet, right? We've got an amulet of rage, which I've never used, and I don't know that I ever would. Yeah, we've got a potion of berserk rage. If I'm ever panicked and we need to berserk rage, I'd rather just quaff the potion rather than roll on a 50%. So let's free up a slot here. But I don't love the Guardian Spirit amulet. Or do I? Let's have a look. Turns out that our god abilities are really quite cheap in terms of magic points. So with gods that have panic abilities that cost magic points, I tend not to like Guardian Spirit so much on them, because in those really bad situations where you're dying, it means you're going to be losing your magic points. So then how can you Sanctuary, or how can you Apocalypse, etc. But for greater healing at only 2 magic points, maybe we could do this Guardian Spirit. So I'm just going to mark it and we'll think about it. Yeah, I should mark the uncursed one rather than the cursed one. Oh, it costs more. Okay, never mind. I would buy the cursed one then. Could save 40-ish gold. I've marked one ring. I marked both rings. Okay. So I think when we get to 670 gold, I think we come back and buy this. It would replace our MR ring that we've got, but we'd also get RLX and a boatload of int for free. That's a really good shot. This one here is a less good shot. It's completely closed. We've got a gadget boutique here. How are we for digging? We've got 8, so we're not in huge need of digging there. I'm going to mark it though. In the future we might be running out. And I mean, it's a lot of acid. We've already got shops with acid. Enchant weapon scroll. Okay, just for the record, our plus 10 blowgun doesn't show up here. Do we want to enchant our scimitar? I feel like we don't really need to. I feel like we're doing plenty of damage as is. And the next place we're going after this is going to be the spider's nest, where we're going to do perfectly fine amounts of damage with poisonous vapors. Wow, that guy just next leveled me. So for this manticore, I tried to step around this corner so that it would have to close distance from the top, but it went around the bottom. Okay, now we've been barbed. So now we're just going to sit here while he shoots us over and over again. Did not. A new jewelry shop? Do we want to replace our protection of Coldring with a cheaper one? Sure. I see a +5 evasion ring. Arguably better than our +5 AC ring. Arguably. Because Nagas are a species that struggle to get evasion. That's probably the only thing that we'd want here. That or, yeah, a cheaper protection from Coldring. But we probably don't even need that, seeing that there's a better RC ring with wizardry and extra int on it. We'll see how we go. I should have done Spectral Weapon. We've got Earth Magic to 3, Pass Wall is at 19%. I'd like it lower than that. If you don't know how Pass Wall works, I can show you a demonstration here. So, as the name kind of implies, it allows you to pass through a wall. So, with higher spell power, you can go through more tiles of wall. And it takes you 1 turn to cast it, and then you have to meditate on the rock for 1 plus the amount of tiles you're going through. So for us to pass well through this one will take 3 turns. Let's see. Oh, I failed it. Okay. So you see in brackets here in the upper right, took 3 turns. So those 3 turns, if you have enemies adjacent to you, they could be attacking you. But if you're a Naga and you're never going to be able to walk away from that Panlord or that whatever that really dangerous thing is, you probably don't care too much. You'd probably prefer to have 3 turns of something hitting you and then you get away from it forever. Alright, we picked up an unknown scroll. We're going to ID this, looking for acquirement again. It is not acquirement, it's holy word. We're going to drop that purely to spite Hans. So I think we only have 2 scrolls left. Silence and acquirement. I'd be super excited about acquirement because when you're a Naga or a Centaur and you acquire armor, if you've never seen one before, there's a very high chance that you'll be given a barding. And getting a barding on those species significantly increases your AC. Okay. It's a lot of whites. I maybe should have sung when they all turned up because I knew I was about to have to fight a lot of enemies. So we could have had a bunch of slaying. Curse -4 protection ring. Woo! I see here a new box of beast. Melee eyes. Well, this one's now constricted, so we can do other things to fight the others. These melee are susceptible to poison, so they're gonna die pretty quickly to poisonous vapors. How did I get both of them? Oh, because I made a little cloud and they both walked through it. Well, that was stupid. Yeah, those guys are so nasty. They're really fast. This guy's killing us. They're really fast and they smite you, so you can take a lot of irresistible damage really, really quickly. new ring. We'll just put that on. Curse -3 int. Alright, we're not doing too well with the rings on D15. Alright, we got another melee pack. This might be a good time to try out our new Cause Fear spell that we have a 32% chance to fail. I'm gonna give it a go anyway. Yeah, see, it worked. The melee have pretty low magic resistance, so as long as we didn't fail it, it was very likely to work on them. Alright, nice. We got the 17% poisonous vapors fail. Oh boy, that was a double zap bolt of lightning. He just killed himself with that. That was not real clever. I don't want to die right now, so I'm going to Greater Healing. And I wonder if we can just pacify this melee. I don't especially want to roll the dice on a 32% Cause Fear here. It might be better if we can just get rid of this monster. 77% chance, sounds good to me. Alright, we got it. Alright, I don't think this Acid Dragon can do 62 damage in one turn. With another melee, maybe. Alright, got him. Let's get the next one. Alright, got him. I feel like I want to heal again. Alright, and now I feel like it's really not good. We're corroded -8 right now. And we're starving. So we're going to need to eat before we do anything else. But I think we need another heal. And we just had a Deep Elf Mage turn up. So he could have Lightning Bolt as well. Or even a Bolt of Cold when we don't have RC is kind of nasty. Can I just pacify this dragon? 91% chance. Yeah, I should have done that earlier. He's the one that's really been messing us up. And I wonder, does Purification get rid of corrosion? I don't think so. Poison, Confusion, Slowness, Petrification, Rotting, Sickness. No. So the only way we could get rid of our 8 corrode is with cancellation, and we've only got one of those. So I think that's a no. I think we just keep pacifying stuff. 50% chance on the Tengu. 64 on the Mage, but the Mage is currently being blocked by the enemy, so let's try the Tengu. Missed. Got him. Alright, I think we're okay. No, I'll just keep pacifying. Let's get rid of the elf. Let's just make sure of this. Alright. Okay. How many enemies did we just pacify then? 5? 6? Alright, so thank you. That was an LE carrier there. Which makes me think that... Well, we're very nearly at 4 for transmutations and earth magic, but that just made me realize that we maybe want more invocations. Do we? No, we're probably okay, because as soon as we finish D15 here, we'll be going to Spider's Nest, and the spiders are all animal intelligence. We'll pacify them easily. Fire Dragon's fine, but if there's a cold dragon around this corner, that's less fine. This is something that I think should be changed. So it's telling me uninterested on the fire dragon, but that's because it's still asleep. But it could maybe tell me it's uninterested and then tell me what the percent would be if it woke up, because I want to judge whether or not I can risk waking this guy up and fighting him. But until I know my chances of pacifying, it's sort of hard to judge that. Okay, well, I decided to go for it anyway. It's a 72% chance, so that's fine. We've got RF at the moment. There's the cold one. Oh god, that really hurt. I was about to say, well, we can kill the fire dragon, and then that will allow us to put the Ring of Ice on. Because there's no point switching at the moment because we have the ability to be resistant to one and not the other. This is really, really rough, actually. Yeah, we could die here. Let's have a look. I think they can do about 70 damage. Cold Breath, 3d24. I haven't had enough sleep to do that in my head. That's 60 and 12, 72. Yeah, so we could definitely die here. Having a point of resistance halves that, but we can only be resistant to one at a time right now, unless I quaff resistance, and even then we could die. Oh, do I really need to use my only blinking scroll? I think if we do a greater heal, we might be okay. Oh god, okay. Now, I'm tempted to pacify, but I also don't. That's such a bad reason, but I kind of want to kill this monster so I don't lose its armors that might drop here. That's such a bad reason, but okay, let me see. I think if I do a divine vigor here, I wonder how much extra hit points we get. Or I could just not, and we could just keep healing as we get in trouble. We already are in trouble. Let's greater heal again, and then we can assess. We barely went up. Although this works, because at least the fire dragon went behind the ice dragon, so we can switch to our ring of ice. As long as only one of them's hurting us at a time. If I do an ice blast, can I just finish off the fire dragon? Not quite. Damn it. Oh, now I'm really afraid of the fire dragon because I don't have RF. Hang on, this would be such an embarrassing way to die. So he can do 70 damage and this ice dragon can do 30. So they can do 100 damage to me. Are they very large? They're giant. Okay, yeah, so I can't constrict dragons. That makes sense. Can't constrict a dragon. I get it. I'm gonna greater heal again. Oh god, we're actually dying. Let's go again. Okay, we're over 100 HP. I don't know why I'm doing this. Like, okay, let's just stop being stupid. I really want the corpse though. I really want to have the scales. But will we be using a fire dragon scales anytime soon? I mean, maybe. Maybe if we wore it with the Wizardry RC Plus ring. We'll see more dragons later. Okay, I'm just going to pacify the fire dragon and stop messing around. Okay. So this ice dragon isn't as scary now because we've got the ring of protection from cold on. Okay, but it can do 30 damage, so I can't get too cocky here. Only greater heal. Alright, well we got the ice dragon scales out of this one, which is probably the less valuable one for us, because if we're going to be wearing a dragon scales and a ring, I'd rather have the artifact ring than just a plain RF ring. Yeah, I don't know. In some ways, ice dragon scales are better because they have one extra base AC over fire dragon scales, but as you probably know if you've ever fought an orb of fire, having RF is more important to you in the late game. Yeah, that was really, really nasty. And there was no sneaky way once we'd killed the ice dragon to... oh, there was a way! We learnt that before with the... Ah, damn it. Okay, sorry. I was going to say there's no way for us to turn the Fire Dragon hostile again so we could steal his hide. Because Ellie hates it if you attack monsters who are neutral. You attack non-hostile... You attack neutral beings. But we learnt when we fought the Swamp Worm Vault that if you scare a monster that's neutral, it will turn hostile again. So I could have used a Cause Sphere on it. Oh well. Click Unseen Horrors. This is a funny vault. Fortunately we can see Invis, so this isn't quite so scary. We have not quite enough gold for the cool rings. Yeah. Unseen Horrors everywhere. How much do I care about that stuff? Not so much. Okay, so statues don't heal. So we can take our time slowly plinking this thing to death with our hand crossbow. I mean, we may as well, right? If nothing else, it's some free experience. And maybe this shield looks better in terms of style than our current one. Can you not? I can't see that place. Does it matter? Can I shoot there anyway? Oh, I can't see it because the wall's in the way. Okay, never mind. I'm crazy. I was thinking I couldn't see it because of the clouds. Can we shoot around? Can we... There we go. Oh no, that's not around. Too tired for this. Red Devil's Lameo. Yeah, this is an impossible enemy for a Nagi. There we go. You saw what happened there. Because I'm slow, I step in and he just steps back every time. I'll never catch him. Until he decided not to move for whatever reason. Oh, here we go again. Are you gonna die to this stuff? It looks like it. How much damage can you do? I can't even see it on there. Where's your spell? Drain life. It doesn't tell me how much damage you can do. I'd really rather not randomly die to fake enemies. So I'm just gonna heal. I wish I hadn't done this, but now I'm invested. The amount of effort to kill this stupid statue. Oh, there's a book in there. Okay, I feel a bit better now. The book is definitely a worthy treasure. Oh yeah, by the way, we've made it to 4 pips of pass wall skills. It's at 16%. I kind of don't mind training it a little bit more. We are also drained, so it's a little bit misleading, potentially. But we're going to take it up to 5. So higher spell power lets you go through deeper walls. So it's not like the only thing that matters on this spell is just your failure rate. But I am also thinking about the failure rate. Because... why am I thinking about the failure rate? Because if it's a life or death situation and you need the pass wall to work, you really don't want it to fail. Alright, so if we Passage of Galubria across there, we could save our 1 potion of flight. If we take our shield off, can we? 95% chance to fail it. Okay, we're gonna finish the floor and then we're gonna go get a Ring of Flight. I know we've seen one before. Whoa. Oh boy, look at this Ghost Vault. This looks like an absolute abomination of a vault. So there are dispersal traps everywhere and Zot traps everywhere. Apparently there are traps even spilling out of the vault itself, which I wonder if that's meant to happen. I mean, look at this loot here. Here's an artifact hat and a haste potion. That would be fantastic, but I don't know that you ever want to do this. As soon as you open this door, everything's going to blink everywhere, and then the Zot traps are just going to go crazy. They could paralyze you, they could banish you to the abyss, they could do shadow creatures, and then on top of that we have Volkowulf's Ghost that has Bolt of Magma, Orb of Destruction, Blink. Yeah, okay, that's... yeah, I don't think we should ever do this. Ghost Vault, maybe right at the end of the game when we're about to go to Zot or something. We might come back for that one. Like, as long as we're prepared to be going to the Abyss and getting paralyzed and all other nonsense. We can just slither on the alarm trap. Just for walls. Okay, it didn't do anything. Ring of Flight. Inlay. Let's go get that. Let's come back and get our loot here. Yep, through the escape hatch, it's fine. We're going to walk up to layer 3, right next to the spider entrance, get this ring, walk back to D15, get the loot, then come back here again. Oh yeah, we're training more transmutations and earth magic. And once we got those to 5, I think we're going to turn invocations back on. And then at that point, maybe we should start training fighting again. I'd like more HP. That's always good fun. Let me make sure I have some slots before I fly over there. I need to put the ring on before I can fly. I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. Does that look better? I think I like the light blue with the sort of blue sheen on our shield and the green of the Naga. So yeah, let's switch shields. Well, there you go. We just got Summon Mana Viper for free, so we didn't have to spend 1,000 gold or whatever it was in the bookstore. So it's all worth it. As annoying as that statue was, hashtag worth it. A crude glaive, we don't really care about. We can't use it with our shield anyway. Do I really care about a Phantom Mirror? I mean, maybe. We're going to drop the enchant armors. We can figure those out when we're ready to enchant something. Oh, we have 2 rings of protection from fire. We probably don't need 2 of those. Let's turn those off in auto pickup. We're never going to need another one. Checking our gold. Still can't afford the cool stuff. Alright, let's go to Spider's Nest. Yes, let's go there. We should have a decent time there. We've got innate sea invis against Ghost Moths. We've got innate poison against the regular spiders, and then we have poisonous vapors, which is smite targeted against all these dudes who are susceptible to poison. I think we did see Ogreb's Toxic Radiance in one of the shops, so that's extremely busted in here because an AoE spell that everything's susceptible to. But we'd have to buy it, so I'm not going to. We're saving our gold for the other cool stuff. Why can't I do Spectral Weapon? Turns out my Spectral Weapon gets slowed by the Torpor Snail as well. That's quite interesting. I was not aware. Yeah, this spell's pretty good. Oh, that's an Entropy Weaver. Can we pacify him? 42% chance. Okay, we got him on the 3rd attempt. He's going to sit back there, corroding us over and over again, while being quite nasty. So if we just pacify him and get rid of him. Oh, there's Rupert. Alright, so we're currently kind of just dying to this random stuff right now, which probably would have been okay because we would have had heals. But now that Rupert's turned up, that sort of changes things a bit. So am I wearing... I forgot to put our protection from magic ring back on, so that's not good. Without it, he has a 30% chance to paralyze us. For science, if we were to heal him, he would have a 16% chance. Not real good. Okay. We might be about to lose our only blinking scroll. Well, and a demonic crawl is big. Very large, because I was wondering why we hadn't constricted it. That makes sense. I've never imagined these demonic crawlers as really large. That's actually really scary. They're spooky enough just at regular size. Okay, so we're going to need to put our protection from magic ring on. We also kind of don't want to die against this stuff. Unfortunately we're slow. So I was thinking I might step to here and then put our digging one and then step back into the hallway, but that's going to give all these monsters about 6 turns to just wail on us. I think that's okay. I'm going to heal first though. Alright, so I'm instead going to dig directly behind us. Oh god, and look how much damage we took. Okay, I take it all back. Because if we're moving now, we're going to be even slower than that. So what if I just... A Scroll of Fear will work on everything here, potentially, except the Demonic Crawler. So... See, if I read my Scroll of Blinking right now, not only is it our only one, we're going to end up here next to the upstairs, and we're going to be susceptible to Rupert Paralysis. So I don't like that play much. I feel like I probably want to fear the spiders away and then worry about Rupert and the Demonic Crawler. Alright, it's our only fear, but that's okay. Alright, we didn't get Rupert, I'm not surprised though. He's got a pretty high ammo. And I'm trying to figure out if he has a line of fire here to paralyze us. It looks like he does. So anything I do here that's not just putting on my protection from magic ring, he could paralyze us. So I think I just put that ring back on. I waste some time that I shouldn't have had to, because I should have had it on already, but that's my bad. So now he's only got a 7% paralyzed chance. Alright. And there are a few things I want to do here. I want to heal, I want to quaff a curing to get rid of our poison. And I want to throw down a Wand of Clouds. And because maybe we can just kill Rupert here. If we roll Mephitic, like we might just deal with him. And then we won't have to say re-teleport. Or we could just re-teleport. No. I'm too tired for this situation. This is not enough sleep for this to happen. I don't feel great about reading a random teleport here because we're such low HP and this is such an unexplored floor that we could land right in the middle of a bunch of other monsters and now we won't even have a Fear Scroll anymore. So I could see that going even worse. We have Heal Wounds potions. Yeah, how much damage can a Demonic Crawler do? Can hit 3 times for 13 damage each. That's more damage than I thought. So we actually should heal just in case he max rolls. And if Rupert just goes berserk, then I don't know what we do. But I'm going to greater heal here. Okay, we're back up to 60. Let's throw down the Wand of Clouds. See if we can get him with Mephitic. Please get Mephitic. He's gone berserk. You know what we could do here though? So I picked up the Phantom Mirror. If I Phantom Mirror him, we're going to get a berserked Phantom Mirror Rupert. The other thing is though, he moves fast when he's berserk, so he can run at us really quickly right here and just smack us. But I'm gonna give the Phantom Mirror a go, and then we can assess. Because our Phantom Mirror will also be berserk, so it will move really quickly. And it will get to attack him first. Alright, so our Berserk Rupert's in front of him. Can we just bail? So our Berserk Rupert killed the Demonic Crawler, I think? No, it died to the Blazing Flames. Okay. I don't think our Rupert is going to win here, which is bad, in case you couldn't tell. And me trying to walk away as a slow Naga while a Berserked Rupert comes after us really quickly is extremely dangerous. What could I do though? As I said, I don't like teleport. I could read a summoning scroll and just make a bunch of bodies in the way, but he has a battle axe, so he's gonna cleave, and he's berserk, so he's gonna go through summons really quickly. Otherwise, I can just keep healing, wait for him to unberserk. That sounds like a bad idea. I don't like teleport. I think I prefer to use a summoning scroll here rather than risk a teleport. If I summon, that should buy me at least one more turn to heal. But I can just see this very easily going wrong and we have to blow our only blinking scroll. Kind of wish our Rupert wasn't standing in the flames. That might have given him a bit of a chance. I'm going to read the summoning scroll and then we can assess. Alright, we've got a few spiders. You know what? The few spiders might hold him up for long enough in the fire that he's going to die. So I'm going to heal and then again assess. We're starving, we need to eat. Yeah, I think this will do it. I think my spiders will just keep him in the flames long enough. Let's eat. Do I get super greedy here and poisonous vapors him? Is that crazy? I think it's crazy. Can we Ice Blast Wand him? That's probably more damage. Yeah, he's gonna die. I'm gonna poisonous vapors him. There's already a cloud there. Okay, I can't. Never mind. We'll throw out another ice blast though. Alright, we got him. Wow. Alright, well, that was crazy. It was, it was fine. Like, it wasn't fine, but we weren't going to die when it was just the spiders and the demonic crawler. But to have Rupert turn up right as we're below half HP, and I've stupidly forgotten to put our protection from magic ring on. Not a good situation. But we made it through, so I don't know. If I didn't die, can you really say I messed up in any way? I don't know. Probably not. Anyway, that's going to be it for now. I need to have a break. Probably play again when I've had a bit more sleep. So if you join me in the next one, we'll be doing Spider's Nest and hopefully not doing what we just did again. Bye.